Welcome, everyone. Oh, the baby's sleeping. Okay. Welcome, everyone. It's Esmeralda Saldana, your Executive Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant. Love it. I love to see all these people. I know we're going to get a lot more right now. Thank you for joining us on our Goal Digger call that we have every Thursday at 12 noon. We have a lot to go through today. We do want to start off with some amazing celebrations, right? Always start off on a good note. Really excited for the month of February, excited with what everyone did. Everyone had a spectacular month that was actually working their business. You guys were just amazing. I'm floored. I mean, it's really exciting to see all these people just come out of the woodwork and do some amazing stuff, and makes me feel good inside that you guys are taking your business seriously and that you have goals and that you want to meet those goals, because more than anything in this business, and it's not just something we say, it's something we really, really believe and we want to do, is we like to hand keys to people for their white Mercedes. It's a lot more fun and satisfying than just getting your own keys. So it means that I'm doing my job as a leader and that you guys are working your business hardcore. So I'm just so excited for all of you. But I do want to just shout out some names of specific people because I feel they really do deserve that accolade and be recognized. And I love recognizing people. Why not, right? Praises over raises. Here we go. So for DM qualification, these are all the people who are in qualification for district manager for the month of February. We have Antonia Alivar, who, by the way, just started her business like 3 days ago. She's from Texas. Woohoo! Right under Maria and her organization. So congratulations, Antonia, also known as Tony. And we're hoping she goes to GTC. Encourage her. Next, we have Xochitl Lepe and Alma Cermeno. They're sisters. They're both independent consultants. They have their own ID, and they both went into qualification for district manager really strong. So excited. If you guys don't know Xochitl, Xochitl is actually Jill's right hand. It's her nanny slash housekeeper slash sister. Like, they're like family. She's an amazing woman. And yes, we put her under me because the whole family speaks dominantly Spanish, and it just made sense. So I'm more than privileged to be helping her out in her business. Next, we have Christina Cruz, who's under Angelina. Very excited for you, Christina. I know this is your second month. You can absolutely do it, girl, and you're going to get a lot of information today that will help you with that. Then we have Maria del Carmen Rojas, who is in Puerto Rico. Very excited for her, too. She's in qualification. I think it's her first month also. We have Mariam Rodriguez, also in Puerto Rico, in Maria's organization. Maria, it sounds like area qual for you this month. Huh? So excited for Maria. She's moving and grooving. Really excited for her. And then last but not least, Lori Romero. And I wanted to stay on this girl for a little bit. Lori Romero not only went into qual, she earned the oil diffuser incentive. She blew everyone out of the water in terms of who had the most PCs signed up. And she also hit her $2,500 brick. And she also earned the consultant cash bonus. So not just a 6% override, girl, you get an extra $100 in your check. So I am so excited for you, you guys. And it's all because when I heard this woman speak on Sunday, she was so passionate about her testimony with the 30-day and so determined to help a lot of people out there that need it. So I'm hoping that Lori and Monica will do a live on their timeline soon, because I want to see that. So I'm really excited. I just really wanted to shout out you a little bit more, Lori, because you slashed every incentive and thing out there. So way to go. Duplicate that. That's what we need to do. Hi, Magalis. Magalis is another new consultant in Texas who she's going to join us at GTC. So we're very excited for her. Let's see what else. As far as the incentive, we have a lot of people who earned it. So kudos, Lori, obviously, Xochitl, Evelyn Meza, congratulations. I earned it. Alma. And again, Tony earned it. Brand new, maybe less than a week in the business. So excited for all of you. You guys earned the incentive for the Arbonne oil diffuser, which is really cool. For those of you who are new, every month Arbonne tries to throw something at us to kind of go for. It's fun, you know? So it's basically a cool little emblem of Arbonne, and you put it in your air conditioner vent in your car, and it diffuses the oils in your car. So it's kind of cool. I'm excited to have that. And then what else do we have here? The $2,500 brick. Congratulations to Abby, to Laura, to Monica, and me. Really excited, you guys. The way we build a business is by having that $2,500 brick, which means that every month your inactivity. And when you're in activity, it's very easy to hit that $2,500 brick, which is basically $2,500 in sales. It could be personal sales. It could be new preferred clients. It could be personal purchases, you know, whatever it is, but it's you working your business. And we always have Abby. Abby, I don't think has ever missed it since she joined Arbonne over a year and a half ago. So it just shows you that you're working in business. And remember, she's in Puerto Rico. They went through the whole hurricane, had no Wi-Fi for about 4 or 5 months, just, you know, devastating. And they still managed to work their business and do what they had to do. So it's really amazing and it's very powerful, right? What's our excuse, right? We really have to ask ourselves. And then bonus, district manager bonus. This is when a district manager does at least $5,000 in sales with her and her entire team. Her entire district, and they also have at least 5 new preferred clients or consultants in that month, and you earn an extra $200. So congratulations to Monica, to Abby, to Maria, and me. Okay. And then the last one is, let me see. Oh, consultant cash. We talked about consultant cash bonus. Congratulations, Laurie, again for that. You got that. You guys, so many recognitions. I'm so proud of all of you. We're still going to go online and do all that on Facebook. Just haven't had time yet to do that, but just really excited for all of you and what you're doing. Stay focused, you guys. This business is about helping other people. That is what it's about. It's not about selling. It's not about recruiting. It's about using a product, understanding that it's one of the best products out there, that it's clean, that it's vegan, that it's plant-based, that if you want to get healthy, and healthy doesn't necessarily mean skinny, right? Because we're not a diet, we're not promoting skinniness, just feeling your very best, then it is easy to share this entire idea of what Arbonne is, right? If people later want to do the business, great. If they want to become a loyal client, great. But it's first showing them through our personal testimony how these products work, why they work, why we're so excited about it, and becoming a brand ambassador, right? Brand ambassador, that's a big word, but it's a powerful word. We need to become a brand ambassador. We need to, you know, use Arbonne products because no one likes that salesperson that's not using their own product, right? There's no passion, there's no commitment, there's no confidence, there's no belief in the company or the products. And it's easy with Arbonne, you guys. They're giving us some of the best products on earth. They're ensuring us that these products are not going to change, that the integrity is not going to change just because we're growing. In fact, this is why we have grown so slowly, right? As far as expanding in other markets, like other countries. We've been growing fast in terms of sales, but in terms of expanding into other countries, we've gone slowly because the integrity of our formulations is first, right? It's first and foremost. And we know what happens when people go too fast with something. You know, everything kind of goes down. Quality goes down. Right? Demand goes up and quality goes down. Formulations go down. Have you ever, has this ever happened to you where you had like a really awesome restaurant or something and it was always really good and then they changed management or something, or maybe they opened up a few more and everything kind of changed? The quality wasn't there anymore. The food didn't taste the same because the people's principles or beliefs changed, or they were more interested in selling than keeping the integrity of the brand. But Arbonne won't do that. This is why we've lasted almost 40 years, you know, close to 40 years. Why we have such an amazing product. And what I really want to focus on today is our nutrition. And before that, I do want to talk a little bit about what has happened in the last week, because I know it's very present in everybody's minds. And I'm not doing this to make anyone sad, but just to really give you an idea of how amazing this company is and how awesome this culture is, right? For those of you who know or don't know, one of our Sideline Sisters, who's a good friend of mine, and many of you too, Angelina Altishan, she's an Executive Regional Vice President in Arbonne. She started a little bit after I did. Her husband tragically passed on Sunday. You guys, if you knew this couple, they were probably the most in love couple you've ever met. He adored his wife. They had an awesome life. They lived on the beach. Very successful, both of them. He was a renowned photographer, just an awesome artist, just an amazing family. They have a son too named Jacob, who's 25. He's going to college at North. But it was very tragic, you guys, incredibly tragic. It's sad to this day for all of us. You know, some of us, it just haunts us. But what I want you to really learn from this is that life will happen to all of us. We're not immune from it. And our MVP told us that the winter of our life could happen tomorrow. It could be today, it could be next month. We don't know when that's going to happen. And this is why it's so important for us to prepare for that impact. And when I say prepare, I don't necessarily just mean money-wise, although it is great to know you have that plan B should anything happen. You have money that's still coming in, which is something that Arbonne can absolutely offer people, right? You go to work, you get sick, you got to get your time off, you got to get that sick leave. And then when all that's done, you got to go file for disability or whatever it is, but nothing is reassured, right? But when you have a vehicle like Arbonne and you're growing it and you're consistent, and then you finally have this really amazing business, guess what? The money will still be there. It'll still be coming in should anything happen. But the other part that I want to focus on that I think is the most important part is we have to prepare the type of relationships we have in our life, right? Do you have positive people who will be there for you, who are supporting you in your endeavors, who are there for you no matter what, that will run to your side? Because I will tell you something, I thank God that what happened to Angelina happened now and that it didn't happen before Arbonne, because she would be all alone right now, you guys. There hasn't been one person until yesterday, since Sunday, that has gone and run to her side, that has been with her 24 hours a day, that wasn't an Arbonne consultant. Okay, that's amazing. Not a sibling, not a cousin, not a parent, not a friend from years. No one went to her side when this happened. Every single person was an Arbonne consultant, was a site. Some of them, most of us, were not even part of our team, right? But it's the relationships too that we develop in this business. So, you know, take that seriously, because I really do believe that this is such a special culture, that we're here to support each other. We want to succeed together. We encourage you to succeed. We help you. We're here to just help you along the way. It's not a normal network marketing company that just signs up people and says, good luck, wish you success, right? It's not that type of thing. We're truly a family. So with that said, just know that you guys are part of something really, really special. And it's really nice that Angelina had that support from all of us, and that she'll continue to have it, right? Because she's built these really strong friendships. On that note, I will need, if you guys do want to donate, remember, you don't have to, and you don't have to say anything. Just Venmo me by today, any monetary amount, anything you want, $5, $10, 15, 20, whatever, by today, Thursday, because I need to order the flowers tomorrow. And the flowers are going to be for her. There's a lot of flowers already being sent to the memorial service. So my idea was to send them to her, so she has something beautiful to look at every morning when she wakes up for the next few weeks. Okay. It's going to be difficult for her. Awesome. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll have some of the leaders share at the end. I want to talk about healthy living and beyond, you guys. So most of you, if not all of you, either started your business because of the 30 days to healthy living and beyond, or you were introduced to the business and they encouraged you that the first thing you should do is get on the 30 days to healthy living and beyond. And the reason is because we have found in the last few years that when people feel at their best, and they see how these products are working, and they have real life testimonies, and their life starts changing, that these people become one of three things. They become either loyal clients that continue to order, right? Because they just love the products. They become a business partner with us, because not only do they see the value in the products and what they can do, but they see the value of a reoccurring income stream, right? And third, they become a source of referrals for you. Okay, and it could be a combination of three. That person can be 1, 2, 3, or it could be just one. But that is what happens, but it doesn't happen on its own, you guys. And this is why I'm going to stress again, as I do always, we have to coach our people. We have to follow through with our side of the bargain and coach every single person that is doing the 30 days to healthy living and beyond. And when I mean coach, I don't mean just start it off great and forget about them along the way. I mean, get your binder, which you should have by now, because remember, if you want a multi-million-dollar business, you got to treat it like a multi-million-dollar business, even if it doesn't feel like one yet, okay? It can get you there. Have your binder and make sure you have all your detox tracking documents. You guys, this is my second group in February. Okay, I think there's like 11 people. 11 people, right? It's amazing what can happen with 3 people. But can you imagine the type of activity and the type of referrals and the type of business partners or loyal clients that will come out of me coaching 11 people who, by the way, all combined have lost about 50 pounds in their first week. Okay? So that's amazing, right? It's awesome to know that you're helping people. They're all excited to continue. I haven't had any issues, right? You always have someone that's like, oh, I don't know, this is kind of hard. But I think that's part of the coaching, is that we're there to support them, to guide them, to encourage them. You can do it. We're not wellness coaches because we're saying we're doctors, because we're not. Our sole purpose is just to go through the tracker day by day as it's outlined. It makes it super easy, right? And we have it in Spanish now too. And it's just to make sure we're keeping track with them. Now, I had a leader ask me, what if someone doesn't want to be coached? I get that. But I think, again, we have to have that conversation with the person and say, listen, I understand you don't want someone telling you what to do or bothering you, but just give me the opportunity to help you, because I know that having someone accountable to you will make this a lot easier, right? Because it's not always easy at the beginning. And at the same time, I'm going to be able to offer you a lot of cool information, like recipes and ideas to make your shakes or ideas for what to eat next week. Just let me do my job. I promise I won't bug you too much, but let me just coach you. Let me just help you. That was my promise to you. Let me just go through with it. Okay, at the end of the 30 days and you decide to do a second one, you don't want me to coach you anymore, awesome. At least I know you went through a first 40 days and you did it well and you're good to go, and now I know you know what to do. Okay, so just talk to them. Don't take it right away like, okay, I won't coach you, because sometimes people don't really understand what it means that you're coaching them, right? So just explain exactly what you're going to be doing during those 30 days. It's very seldom I get people who say that, but I know sometimes there is those people that say don't coach me, especially if they're doing the business. Well, they can't say that. They're not allowed to say that. If they're doing the business, we have to coach them. That's the whole point, right? Taking me to that topic, when you have someone new in the business, brand new consultant who's also doing the 30 days, and you're their sponsor, you must walk them through and treat them as if they were your client, okay? Don't step back and say, all the documents are here. Let me add you to the Coach Facebook. Just follow what it says and call me if you need anything. No, that's not what we do. We teach by example and with practical means, right? We got to, practicality rules it all. So just be very practical and teach them just as if they were your client. Why? Because at the end of the 30 days, you've just created a master wellness coach. Not only did she do the detox, but she watched you as you coached. She followed along on the tracker with you. And maybe if you guys, got lucky, she was coaching someone at the same time that you were coaching them and following through. That is the best way to learn, right? Doctors go to medical school, but they don't really know how to be doctors until they start seeing patients for the first time, right? They don't really know how to talk to them, how to diagnose, how to do all the real life situations until they're actually doing it. So this business works the same way. Being a leader doesn't mean that we are mama bears. Being a leader means that we are in teaching mode. Okay, I talked to another leader the other day who's saying, I feel like I'm being a mama bear. I'm like, maybe you are. If you're doing everything for your consultant and you're not allowing them to learn, then yes, you're being a mama bear. But if you're teaching them, as an example, if someone texts me now, you guys have probably noticed, and you say, do you know if this ingredient is in this whatever or blah, blah, blah? I'll tell you exactly where to look for that information. I could tell you the answer because people call me an Arbonne encyclopedia. But I learned because I actually had to look for that stuff. So I'm going to teach you where to find it so that you not only find it, but you realize that there's a way to locate all kinds of information. And then when you have a consultant, you'll be able to teach them too. So always be in teaching mode, okay? Not micromanagement or mama bear, just teaching mode. Teach people, let them kind of see how it is that you do things through 30 days and then let them practice with their clients. That is the best way. But be very organized, you guys, with your binder. You all should have your binder. It's so necessary. Do all the steps that it requires you to do. And of course, if you have other, issues come up, you can always ask your upline. We're always going to help you no matter what. If we see that it's a teaching moment, we teach you. If we see it's a moment that we really have to kind of dig in ourselves and help you out more, we're going to do that too. So don't worry. Another thing is, if you want to be really good at being a wellness coach, raise your hand. Well, not yet. I haven't even asked the question, Lori. I love Lori. Okay, raise your hand if you've actually read every post in the Arbonne Detox groups. Awesome, Monica. Anyone else? No, right? There's a slew of information in there. I would encourage you to look at one of the past Arbonne Detox pages. I'm not talking about the coach, but the detox pages that we put our clients in, right? And read the posts. Because if your client comes back to you and says, why do I have a headache? I've been doing this for 3-4 days and I have a headache. I think I'm allergic to the protein shake. I think there's something in this that is not going well for me. You're not going to be there like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, maybe. You're going to be like, actually, it's normal. It's normal. Part of a detoxing process, when your body's withdrawing sugars and toxins and gluten and foods that you're used to, your body's reaction is to detoxify and withdraw, just like a druggie does. You don't want to use that analogy, but if you know them, you can. You know, druggies withdraw. They get headaches. They get nausea. They feel horrible. And that can only happen to maybe a handful of people, but it depends. If they're very toxic and very overweight, yes, it could happen to them in the first 3, 4, 5 days. That's part of withdrawing, okay? But you wouldn't know that unless you're reading some of these articles and posts that are on there. Also drinking water. A lot of clients sometimes forget to drink enough water, right? They're so consumed with all the products that they forget about the water intake. Again, that's what we're coaching for. I remind every time I text my clients, I always say, and don't forget to drink water. Because that's the way my mom has to be with me, you guys. No joke. I was horrible at drinking water, but every time my mom would see me, she'd be like, you need to drink more water. We go to a restaurant, drink that glass of water before we leave. Like, oh God. You know, like, so you kind of have, in that point, you could be mama bear with your clients, okay? And just remind them of simple things. Also, there's other ideas there for recipes and shakes. And it's kind of our job to just read all that one time, so we just kind of know that that information exists. We might forget, but our mind might help us recall. Oh yeah, I saw something about, you know, why we use stevia instead of these other sugars, and why stevia is, you know, better than these other sugars, and why 9 grams is better than 3 grams of fructose. Like, that information is all in there. It really helps you feel confident when you are coaching your clients. It helps you feel like a real wellness coach, not only because you went through the 30 days, but because you're well informed, right? You're reading the articles and you're watching the videos. So I encourage all of you, if you want to get good at this, you want to duplicate, you want to grow a massive business, get good at coaching people. And I want to share some stats with you guys, just to show you how our business has changed since October, okay? In October is when I launched the idea, thanks to Angelina Altishon, about the Coach website, right? We have to do the 30 days first, and then we teach people how to do it. That month, we had 12 people do the detox. 12 new people, 12 new PCs. It didn't count the consultants, just 12 new people that we brought in. In November, we had 14. Okay, a little bit of an increase. In December, because everyone tends to leave on vacation or shut down, we had 3. That's okay, I understand. It's Christmas. But then in January, you guys, in January, we had 16. And in February, we had close to 30. Okay, these are all brand new people, brand new people. So what does this tell me? That is, if we're doing our job in coaching the right way, asking the right questions, asking for the referrals, asking them to post on social media, paying attention to the posts they're putting on social media, and helping them respond to the people that say, hey, Kathy, I want to do what you're doing. What is that? Helping them through all that. Guess what happens? Our numbers start growing, they start duplicating, and they start, doubling and tripling. So that's really exciting to me, because it does show that a lot of you are following the tracking system the way it should be. So I just encourage you, this is your Arbonne Bible, okay? This is what you need to follow, because it's a complete system, and this is what you need to do. Now, the other part of this training, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but I want to plug this in. What about the other products? What about our anti-aging and our makeup and our skincare? You guys, so this is my thinking based on the videos I've seen with Mindy Preet and a lot of other training videos, is that if you can get people feeling really great from the inside, the out will be a lot easier, right? Getting them healthy first should be our priority. Helping them feel good, knowing that there is a way that their life can start changing, is great. As we approach the end of our 30 days, there is an option or a question in our tracker that basically allows them to now discover our anti-aging set. right? So you're having the conversation with someone, oh my gosh, you've lost 12 pounds this month. I'm so excited for you. How do you feel? You know, you're talking to them. Listen, now that you're getting really healthy on the inside, we should start talking about everything else in your house. You know, we don't want to put those toxins back in with your skincare or your makeup or your shampoo or conditioner, you know, just something to think about. But I would love for you to take a look at this. Maybe if you know it's someone that's really into skincare, introduce to skincare. If it's a makeup artist or someone who's really, really into makeup, talk about the makeup, but kind of find out where they like to go next. Because remember, we're consultants. We're not salespeople, right? We're Arbonne consultants. So they're just looking to us for how we can consult them for the next step. So what I like to do, I do follow this very close to, to the T, is I send them the anti-aging sample with a postcard that just congratulates them. Like, you did it, congratulations, you finished your first 30 days, with a little sample of the RE9, but I still make that phone call to follow up and be like, hey, did you get my sample? Are we ready for the second round? You know, what are your plans? You know, you should really think about taking care of your skin now, or using the right products. Like, it's just a consulting, right? This is what I use. This is what I find to be useful. It's all consulting. But again, these are all skills that you will learn as you actually go through the process. Okay, going through the process will always teach you how to do it the best. But we'll spend more time on the 30-day anti-aging challenge, which is actually just like the 30 days. They actually have a tracking system for it now. They have a whole thing for people who want to do a 30-day challenge with their skin, which is phenomenal. And Carmen's actually doing that right now. And if you've seen her pictures, they're pretty amazing, like the transformation that has happened. And she's been in our team like 3 years, and she barely started using anti-aging day and night. Whatever. Whatever. We love you, Carmen. She's an area manager as well. Hey, we don't always have time to wash our face, right? Okay. So I do want to open it up for any of the leaders or anybody who wants to share anything. But again, remember, 30 Days Healthy and Living and Beyond, we have to coach our people. We got to stick with them. We got to help them. And God will bless us with helping more people if we do that. Okay? So Monica, I know you wanted to say something earlier when you talked to me on the phone. No?
Did I? Now I wanted to sleep. Oh, we were talking earlier, kind of going back to understanding what you have. Now remember, there's just two things I want to
oh, wait. Monica earned her area bonus. I have to interrupt you for that because I just saw your notes. I'm so sorry. Monica.
This is only down
in her business. She earned her area bonus, you guys. That's an extra $400 in her paycheck. So what are you taking us to dinner, girl?
Oh, geez.
Okay,
well, we did it as a team. You know, thankfully I have people on my team that are actually growing their business as well. And that's the key. So it's that we all do it together and we all help each other out. Literally, Monica, who's not able to be on right now, she posted at, I think it was like 10:30 at night. She posted flash sale, 50% off of the 30-day program, but you have to order by 11:30. And she's like, so whoever's up. So she got a sale and put it in at midnight. Or what was it, Esme? 12 and 59 seconds. So when Esme and I were talking earlier, and I know that we're already hitting the end, I just wanted to share this real quick. What really hit me about what Angelina's going through is I've reflected back on when I had a JOB, a just over broke, right? And I remember going through situations with my a friend of mine who lost their parent, and I remember struggling with being able to be there for them because I was worried about my own job. And it really has hit me like a ton of bricks with what Angelina's going through, that I don't know if you're going to be okay with the phrasing that I'm going to use, but you're owned by your job. They own you. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being owned by anybody. I have a hard time when my fiance asks me to do the dishes, you know? But when you really put it in perspective of how powerful this business is, if you have a job you love and you adore and you're doing it because of that and you have the flexibility, kudos to you, of course. But if you have a job that you would love to do just because you love it and not be obligated to it, it's a whole different ballgame. So if you're really teetering with doing this business, I'm telling you, whatever you need to do, flip that switch and flip it now. Because the second thing I'm going to say is, and again, Monica, I know from last year after attending GTC, our checks quadrupled from attending GTC. Okay. So the reason this all kind of goes full circle is that my goal this month is to go region qual. I feel like this past month was my prep for it, to have a clearer understanding of what I need to do to get there. This month is the goal, because in GTC, the month of GTC, it will be a lot easier to finish. So if any of you have goals to go into any sort of qualification, district manager, area, region, whatever it is, do it now, because I promise you, you will finish next month. You will finish, and you will finish in a, I don't want to say easier, but it kind of is, because so many people are pumped up. You're pumped up. You're more knowledgeable. You understand things that you didn't understand before. So you're sharing everything in a different way. And all of a sudden you're reaching, I mean, I promise you guys, we're sitting in the arena, and, you know, Ezzy's like, put your phone down, put your phone down. I'm like, I can't, I'm texting people because I'm so excited. And I'm, you know, I want to give them information. New products are coming out. It's a really big deal. So the two things that really profoundly affected me, that shifted me, I have had a month that was as good as this, but it wasn't as powerful as this, because now it's becoming my expectation. So what happened this month is all those things combined, is that I don't want to be owned by anybody. I don't want anybody to tell me what I have to do with my time, what I have to do with my kids, what I can or cannot do. That's part one. Part two, life's going to happen. Life is going to happen whether we like it or not. And it is the scariest thing in the world. And the hardest thing, Esme, when you see somebody go through that, and all you can think, unfortunately, is, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that. And I don't want to put my family through that. And I don't want to put my kids through that. And this will give them or myself any sort of comfort. I will move mountains at this point. And that's where I'm at. I'm moving mountains now. It's time to move mountains. And we should all be there, because what are you waiting for? For the job that is not even not going to show up at your doorstep like we've done with Angelina, but they're not even going to maybe send you flowers. You know, they're going to say, hey, when are you going to come back? Are you done mourning? Like, that should never be a question. I will be done when I'm done. I will get to it when I get to it. And by the grace of God, again, Esme and I have talked about it, Angelina, whatever she's going through now, ironically, in a weird way, was perfect timing, in the sense that she has a support and love that there's no way she would have had that any other way. And I wouldn't have that any other way. And Esme wouldn't have it. You know, a lot of us, what you gain through this is beyond the money. But obviously the money is the segue to something else. So those are just a few things that kind of just really hit home with me this past month or weeks. And, you know, Esme's like, hey, aren't you excited? I'm like, I'm in this weird mode of, I'm just really focused. So yes, I'm, you know, I see the growth. My fiance's happy because he sees the growth, but overall, I'm just really focused, and I really just want this for everybody. And it's kind of giving me more ideas of what I want to do with more women beyond just Arbonne. You know, we always say like, oh, when I have XYZ, I'll do that then. No, I'm going to do that now. And then maybe that will get me XYZ. But there's never a wrong time to start loving on people. That's the bottom line. It is never a wrong time to start loving on people. And if you question what you're doing, anything other than loving on people, then talk to us and we'll help you clarify whether that's it or not. So I guess I had nothing to say.
That's rare, Monica. Come on. Monica's an awesome leader. All of you guys are amazing leaders that you're growing into even more amazing ones. Someone asked me to share what book I'll be reading for March. For some of you who don't know, I'm doing a book a month challenge because I really believe that there's always time to grow. And you guys know I have 4 kids. I'm super, super busy. So when does Esme read? Early in the morning or late at night. So this is the book I'm going to read because Claire Rizzoli, another friend, referred it to me. It's called Start With Your Why from Simon Sinek, if you've seen him on TED Talks. So that's the book I'm reading for March. And then I also here's another book I'll recommend. This is probably going to be my April book, Leaders Eat Last. Leaders Eat Last, Simon Sinek as well. And this is another book that Jill recommended to me. That'll probably be my May book, 3 Feet from Gold. You guys probably heard about it. 3 Feet from Gold. And here's another book, The Coaching Habit. Say less, ask more, and change the way you lead forever. I thought that was cool because I've always thought that I'm not a super good listener, and I'm really working on asking more questions and listening and talking less. So those are just some of the books, but I'll keep you guys updated with what I'm reading. I encourage you guys to develop yourself, read, listen to SoundClouds, grow. We always have to be able to learn, because that's how we get out of our comfort zone, get out of our fears, of our whatever it is that is keeping us from really exploding this business. It's something that we constantly have to work on. So I encourage you to pick up a book, any book. There's so many books out there, but something that's going to feed you mentally and soulfully, spiritually, right? Don't read 50 Shades of Grey, people. Okay, it's not even that good. All right. All right. Love you. Thank you so much for being on our call, and we will see you soon. Bye.